Alrighty, so this is going to be a reading for my Cancers. Thank you so much for joining me back on my YouTube channel if you are returning. And if you're new, make sure you hit that subscribe button so that you can join the Mystical Tribe and see whenever I post videos, okay? Another thing, please keep in mind this is going to be a general forecast. This is going to be for, I don't know if I said it, but January 1st to the 7th. So your best bet is going to be a personal session if you do want full accuracy and something that's just going to be tailored for you specifically. And if you're interested in a reading with me, my website will be right here, and I will also have it linked below in the description box as well as the comment section, okay? Now, also, if you do want to join our members only section where we do extended readings as well as go live and I answer your questions, that also will be listed below. And let's go ahead and get straight into it. So when I was shuffling for my Cancers, I was getting this energy of you guys really needing to get control of your emotional well-being. For some of you, there could be moments where emotionally you're good. Like you're good, you're ready to go, you're ready to conquer things. And then there's other moments where it's like, what am I doing? I don't know what the hell to do. Like, just, it's very like back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And the universe is really asking you to see like what exactly is that that's making you feel this way. Is it your energy that's needing to shift, things of that nature? Because we do have the aura card. So let's get into it. I've been pulling this card for every single sign. I've been saying this in every video and I've been pulling it for every sign. Okay, I don't know what's going on energetically, but it's some sort of shift that's taking place. So with the aura card, this is about you guys really needing to clear out your aura. This is like making sure you don't have negative people around you, situations that you know you just are super tired of, but you keep investing your time and energy into it. This could also be some of you needing to really do like a spiritual detox, whether that's like going to the beach or, you know, creating a spiritual bath at home, okay? There may be really a need for you to tune in on your spiritual health and just your mental health and making sure that when you do have moments of feeling like, you know, you're not at your desired place or you just don't feel supported like how you want to be. This is you guys just really making sure you're doing what's best for you. And just making some necessary adjustments to the energy you keep around you, okay? Now, continuing on that, I do have the Soul Tribe card. So again, this is like really looking at the friendships that you hold near and dear to you. Do you have some certain relationships around you where you feel like these people genuinely have your back, or do you feel like you have people who are a little, you know, backstabby with the jellyfish? Like you feel like there's certain people who just come and go as they please and they kind of sting you by not being a true friend. So for a lot of you, if you do have any friendships like this, definitely make sure that you're not trying to carry them into 2020. I know that's like super cliche to say like, oh, I'm leaving that person in 2019, but sometimes you really have to just leave people in 2019 because certain people genuinely just do not care about you and what you have going on until it benefits them. So if you know you have certain relationships like that around you, don't even invest your time and energy into them, okay? Now, another thing I am seeing as well, when you do have moments of feeling as if you're being tested, as far as you know, continuously pushing yourself and you seeing things shift, we do have the right affirmations card. So this is all about you guys making sure that you're affirming that success will be yours if you are focused and you're keeping that same energy. Because a lot of times what keeps us from being successful is when we don't see the results that we want to see right then and there, or even just us being in a happier state. When things are just not the way that we want it to be, we just feel pretty shitty, and that's with any situation. But there's times where you just need to energetically make sure that you're not thinking negatively or putting more problems on the situation than it is, or putting 10 on 1, if that makes sense. So trying not to over exaggerate the current circumstances and looking at it for what it is, and also affirming that things will shift if you are staying focused and doing what you're needing to do, okay? Alrighty, so we're gonna go ahead and look more in depth into what exactly is going on with you guys. We're gonna go to the table and look at the energy a little bit closer. So join me. Alrighty. So now that we can finally look at the cards and really get a good view at what exactly is going to be going on, we can go into it more in depth. So let's go ahead and get straight into it. The first thing we're going to talk about is the energy you guys just left out of. This is last week's energy, and we do have the Envy card clarified by the Justice card, okay? So with these cards showing up, last week for some of you, you could have noticed that you have some undercover haters, okay? For some of you could have noticed that, okay, you have certain people who, yeah, they seem like they're supportive of you, but supportive how? Like, how supportive are they? For some of you, this could be people who just, whenever you tell them about your accomplishments, they're not that happy. Or whenever you come around family, they may act really weird if you're like somebody who's self-employed and you could be doing very well for yourself. Your family could be feeling like, well, who does she think she is? Or who does he think he is by, acting that way because, or whatever, people are just envious sometimes when you're doing something with yourself as far as your career goes or just changing your life around. It doesn't even have to be anything career wise. This could be you just evolving as a person and you getting spiritually right with yourself. And there may be people around you who aren't, that spiritually in tune, and they could be looking at you like, well, damn, what does this person got going on to where they're a ray of sunshine or they have their stuff together. So for a lot of you, make sure you keep anybody from you who or you get a sense of is being kind of envious or preying on your downfall, if that makes sense. Another thing I am seeing with this, for a lot of you, you need to make sure, because for a lot of you, this could also be you. You could have looked at, certain people around you, whether this is on social media, like old friends, reminiscing on the friendships you guys may have had. And you could have been looking at their social media and noticing like, oh, this person's getting married, or this person has success in their career, or this person has this. And for a lot of you, there's a need for you to make sure you're not soaking up that, because social media, for one, is super toxic nowadays. It could really change or alter our perspective on things, not in a healthy sense sometimes. So you definitely do want to make sure you stray away from that moving forward. Now with the Justice card, again, this is also understanding that whatever is for you and it will come to you when it's time. Justice card is all about karma, balance, things falling into order, divine order, things of that nature. So understand whatever is for you. For a lot of you, you may have needed to understand that too last week, that whatever is for you and that things will work out in your highest favor. So God be in charge, Clarifying the Justice card, I do have the Knight of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune. For some of you, you could have also wanted to work things out with possibly a fire sign, a Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. But you could have noticed that this person was like in a whole nother frame of life since you stopped talking to them. This could be like this person moving on with their life and possibly like getting married, or, moving in with somebody. Others of you, it doesn't have to be a fire sign. Like I said, this could be a Libra, any air sign really, where you want things to be more balanced in the connection. And it could just be that their energy is super shaky and you could be wanting to move on from this situation, but you could be noticing that this person's like messing with other people as well. All right. But no, let's move on. Looking at the energy coming into this week, I do have the Magician and the Mirror, and it's clarified by the Five of Cups. So for a lot of you, this week is all about you getting your mojo back. I'm going to be real with you. Coming into the new year, for a lot of you, there were certain things that emotionally you kind of regret that you didn't do. This could be projects that you wanted to invest in. This could have been like finally becoming an entrepreneur and you kind of put it off to the side so that you could focus on other things. Or this could even be, knowing that you could be a lot further in life and you kind of missed, or you feel like you missed your opportunity in the past. But the universe is saying that's not even true. It just wasn't the time at that moment for some of you to realize what opportunities you had in front of you or what you could have made out of your situation. So currently it's all about you looking at how you can turn things around for yourself and looking at what opportunities still are there for you. With the 5 of Cups, this is not complete defeat, okay? We do have 2 cups still standing here, even though 3 are down. But focusing on what you can't control, which is spilled cups, isn't going to get you anywhere when you have opportunities here, you know? And with the Magician in the mirror, this is also, again, looking in the mirror and empowering yourself and also understanding your own true power. Because for a lot of you, the power lies within you. And you don't need to go outside of yourself to seek for anything when the magician or the person that's going to turn your situation around is you. You just need to look in the mirror for a lot of you. But moving forward, what I am seeing for the obstacle that may come up, I do have the Goddess in the Moon, and I also have the 3 of Wands. So this is you guys being in a space of needing to really use your intuition. When the Goddess in the Moon shows up, this is like you having to listen to those intuitive instincts that you're receiving, those intuitive messages. If you're picking up on certain things, maybe you do need to pick up on those certain things, and there's a reason for why you're noticing or you're receiving like funny feelings about whatever may be going on. So with this, some of you could not be trusting your intuition. With the 3 of Wands, this could be in regards to some future plans that you want to make, or on how you can move forward and create new opportunities for yourself for the long term. Clarifying the 3 of Wands, we have what? We have the Justice card again, okay? And we have the 5 of Cups. And you guys saw I just pulled randomly. So again, this is talking about you guys needing to find balance and really needing to also understand what's for you is for you, and it will come to you when it's time. All right. Now let's talk about the advice I can give you. We do have the Journey card clarified by the 5 of Wands. And with this is you guys really needing to get out of your own head for one with the 5 of Wands. This is like conflicted energy, beating yourself up about things before you really even get a chance to get your foot through the door. This is also sorting out any sort of confusion as well. If there is a lot of creative endeavors that you do want to invest yourself in, you do need to be kind of clear on exactly how you're going to do that. Clarifying that I do have the Sun, and I also have the 7 of Swords. So this is also making sure as well that you're taking in consideration of your emotional happiness and avoiding any situations where people are bringing drama to you, or you feel as if, you know, every time you constantly interact with certain people, it's a whole bunch of issues, or it's this or that, or it's sneaky energy. For a lot of you as well, also, this is like taking time to deal with things that you have been avoiding actually dealing with, whether this is like putting aside your feelings. A lot of you definitely do need to deal with that. And with the Journey card as well, this is understanding that it takes time to get to where you want to be, but it's not about the end result of being like rich or having everything figured out. This is about understanding that everything is a journey, and it's about the journey getting there. That's more important, because when you just automatically get things, then you never really appreciate what you had to go through to get there if you just automatically receive things in life, if that makes sense. Now let's talk about the outcome of the week. I do have hostilities clarified by the Death card. So for a lot of you, again, you could be feeling as if there's certain people around you who are very defensive, or they just are like really weird in their energy, and you could be feeling like, well, I don't want to deal with that shit. For others of you, you could even be a little hostile yourself in regards to like being not hostile, like, oh, you're trying to pick fights. This is like you having your defenses up, because you could be feeling like, well, I don't really want you coming to mess with me. Or you could be like kind of on guard with certain people, especially if this is like relationships that you were in, like on a romantic level, and things may have ended and they want to speak to you. Some of you as well, you could be feeling like somebody is defensive towards you. This could be a Scorpio. You could be trying to manifest change in a very confusing situation. You may really care about this person, especially if you do have kids with them, but it's just issues as far as like the communication just being really messed up. Another thing I'm seeing as well for a lot of you, this is you guys being very determined in regards to getting to where you want to be in your career. For a lot of you, you will be making some necessary changes to the way that you have been going about handling your business or your financial endeavors, especially if there has been a lot of confusion. I am seeing that things will work out in your highest good once you make some transformations to the way that you handle the things that you have going on. So that's pretty much it. Thank you so much, Cancers, for watching. I really, really hope that you were able to take something from this reading. If you did, please make sure you thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe and let me know how you felt about this reading. Comment a butterfly. Let me know you made it to the end of the video. And also, if you do want a personal session with me, remember my information will be below, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.